end at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess we should be good to get started. How?
Right.
Oh, what's up? Okay. Hi everyone, how's it going? We are here for Tier B1 Semifinals between aranq and Goose. I also have Dom and Goof on co-cast again. Feel free to say hi, everyone.
That's me. Hello.
So
Good morning.
we have another fun round of playoffs. It's going to be a 2-hour and 15-minute match, or faster, most likely faster given how playoffs have been so far. If the game does go to time, whoever gets the next space wins, if it's a tie. Otherwise, it should just be another good, fun game. I don't have too much more to say outside of before we get started. If you're here for bingo stuff, Underground Draft League signups are starting tonight. I have it pinned in my chat, and I think Matt will announce it at some point tonight after tonight. So if you're interested in draft stuff, feel free to sign up for that. It should be the nice, fun off-season stuff between Season 3 and Season 4, if tonight looks fun for y'all. But other than that, I don't have too much else to say. If y'all have anything else, feel free to say it now. And I guess if not, we'll go ahead and mute and get started.
Alright. Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, gamers.
Good luck.
So,
Alright.
Alright, they're muted and deafened.
They are muted and deafened. I assume that's ready. Let's go ahead and reveal the card. We are going to be using Matt's brand new truncated goals, so it should be a little more easy to read. Okay.
Alright, I'll get the countdown started if you're ready.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
Show me the board. That I already saw.
Alright. So I've had this board open for a while, and there are a lot of fast goals on this board. Specifically, column 5 looks kind of terrifying.
There's so many great columns here. Like, you got column 3 is pretty good. There's so much synergy, too, with War is Bad.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy fast goals, a lot of goals in this game. I'm very excited to see how both these players play this, especially with this War is Bad synergy and beat campaign level 8. I think aranq is going to have a nice advantage in that, which is a pretty scary synergy.
Yeah, and I know Goose typically likes to rush her easies, so be curious to see if we go with that or just decide to rush one of these really quick bingo lines, because like you said, there's definitely a couple of options to choose from here.
And we are starting.
Mooncat and Bushido Ball, okay. I accidentally had my timer completely covering the games, so thank you. Some very good synergy with Bushido Ball. Yeah. Just do one square for the price of two, basically.
Oh yeah, this is actually like pretty good.
Yeah, meanwhile, Goose is going to start working on both the easies and that column 5. I know she's definitely very comfortable in Porgy too, so getting the Waldorf and presumably Pengolf cherries along the way means that aranq is going to have to be pretty careful about that far column.
Oh, clicking the marker at the same time.
It's so fun. It's like that, what is that? The person that picks up the orange and the goo also tries to pick up the thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh. So they need to. But it's like trying to click on the same square at the same time.
My wife got a cute Miku golf plushie thing. Some vending machine she went to the other day. It is adorable. Yeah, in Pine Point now we get to see some kind of rare Ayumi cheese. She doesn't have like a lot to work with, but the kunai definitely are enough to be able to get some pretty cheesy stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what kind of Miku plushie it is. It's just her in a little golf uniform.
Get your third warp by jumping on getting your egg blocks. Then you jump up there. There's 3 warps. Scoop's got 3 warps. 3 is like a lot of warps.
Yep, and we are already starting to see that column rush. Good synergy here with 4 eggs, but this is almost certainly just a rush for the drill.
Oh, they practiced this Porgy.
Yeah, no, Goose is one of the top Porgy runners, so this is not surprising to me. I think after this, basically we're going to have to see if our rank can meet the 50-50 read between going for the Waldorf cherry or the pin golf cherry. Because the rest of this line is very
man,
fast.
aranq is kind of killing it.
Yeah.
Chiomi rounds. Except for that. Can't win them all. What is that? Stalling?
Ref giving you a red flag on the way out, why not?
Not even their fault. And
Very close.
Very nice.
2 Bushido ball squares doubled up. Double Bushido balled up on a Friday night.
Alright, we are going for the tactics synergy, which is understandable, but might not be super helpful here. But always a treat to...
I mean, this is just very good value.
Yeah.
Hopefully, aranq can. Well, you can always leave this goal, which is the nice thing. But hopefully, when the signals start showing, they know where to go.
But you got 2 tactics squares. This is level 8. And this will put you toward 2 levels. You could play 4 more levels for gift, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah, I think it'd almost make more sense, honestly, to play just the rank down or the slowdown mission for the 9th one and then grab Warriors Bat along the way. But unfortunately for our rank, Goose does have a pretty significant amount of progress towards the drill and is just going to go ahead and grab some other squares in the meantime.
Damn right they're green.
Alright, Golf Area Race.
Both of them. Freddy's Golferia, baby. Let's go.
2
No breaks either.
Yeah, 2 NPCs is so fast that you don't need breaks, and it's actually kind of a choke if you take it, I think.
You'd only do it if you had Metroidvania on the Civic board, which we do not.
Yeah. The thing is, though, this goal's just so fast. Like, if you happen to get this shot lined up, even if you take the kind of, like, safety strat over, because you can launch from either this closer flower or the one over the hill here.
Oh, drown.
And that's it, trying to light up a shot.
Drowned again.
Yeah. Even with these drowns, this is still like a sub 2 minute goal, so...
Drowned again. Do it again.
Goose,
Drown again.
Goose
Yeah,
is going to have to launch a little bit more here.
Do it again. Okay. Nope.
There we go.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. That was close.
Like over a shot. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Alright, back to port.
And then back to a tactics.
Going to Gulf Fair, yeah, then back to port. Going to Waldorf.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching the Golfaria break.
Alright.
Regularly scheduled. Whatever everybody else is already doing.
I think aranq is making the correct play here and reading that column 5 is scary and she needs to be in pin golf right now. Pretty easy pin golf goal as well.
I also got 2 levels of tactics. So.
Yeah, then this will be 2 levels in pin golf. And then also the gift, yep.
Easiest 2 levels of your life when the ball hits the slope, which it for some reason decided it was not going to do. So now you went over par 1. And this is the easiest hole in your life. There you go. Bing, bada boom. Hole in 1.
Yeah, it always.
You get a little free egg along the way. That's nice.
Yeah.
We're going to get a grill. Yeah, you will give me an egg.
Help out a struggling mom. Yeah, and Goose is looking plenty fine for fuel and already killed this thing, so...
Yeah, this will be a great get because that row 3 is going to be pretty scary considering aranq's cracked abilities at tactics.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm glad both players are respecting each other's potential bingo lines here. This pin golf goal being in the bottom corner blocking off golf area and this eventual Porgy goal is definitely good board presence. And also I think even if you're not like super comfortable at pin golf, this is actually a pretty approachable pin golf goal.
The duel is quick.
Alright, well we are going to see the direct race into pin golf with a little bit of a hold here, which is pretty devious. Okay, yeah, not a big hold,
just
but
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for just a couple seconds on that.
Just enough to get a little bit of a head start if that was a head-to-head, but fortunately for aranq, she saw that a little earlier. And I haven't been keeping track of score, but...
Ooh. Was that bounce?
Honestly, that was probably better so you could go up and over, yeah.
Yeah, so you could kind of back the ball up a little bit.
Oh yeah, she's in -7 and literally can't get, like, even if that goes
And there you go.
unbelievable. Oh.
A little over par because it decided not to hit the slope again. But your first place. So
very important block.
You could hold it just for a little bit, actually.
I think she's probably going to hold it at least until opening seaside. This doesn't seem like a square you can hold for, like, terribly long, but you did just see Porgy get marked off. There, yeah. Alright.
Got your 2 gifts, got your gift.
I am happy to see that because this card looks fun and I want to see more of it played. And like my one worry is that one of those like 2 really quick bingo lines that were available like right away we're gonna get rushed.
We're gonna see an Avianos. Control 15 tiles at once, and this will, I think, be progress toward Horsepower.
Yeah, if we get into any battles. Okay. So I guess the strat here is you just take Trilock and that just lets you just bounce around everywhere because you get all these things done.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
bones and then you get more bones.
Yeah, the mountains specifically spawn 2 resources at once, so you actually get to resource build as you're hopping around. And then the second you pick Trilock twice, it's like pretty much free to go around to every single bone like area. I'm glad that Avianos tech has improved to the point where people actually like have learned the game this season, because it went from being a game that like everyone avoided pretty much at every cost to I think still being unpopular, but at least being a game that people would be like tolerant of going into sometimes.
It's not a terrible game.
It's a sub 3 if you just get the luckiest luck to ever luck.
Sub 3 minutes?
It is a sub 3 gold. It's just very unlikely for it to happen. Yeah, Goose definitely doing the correct strat of just Trilock hopping everywhere around the map. AI is also unable to use Trilock when you have Trilock selected, so as long as Goose, I was going to say doesn't accidentally win, but it looks like we only have 3 so far, so that should be fine. Alright, there's aranq going for stage 1 of Seaside. Likely just staying, yeah, might be staying in for 2 levels, but likely just staying in for the gift. I think it's a little early to go for stage 3 UFO unless you're trying to push a double bingo line potentially, but feels like there's still too many quick goals on the card to be going for Seaside stage 3 in the first 11 minutes of game. Yeah.
They're probably just here just
Yeah.
to farm the
We went for gift.
one of the
Didn't even go
synergies.
for 2 levels. And then the alphas are.
Oh, fat. Oh, fat. Alright, so this will
Your stages 1 and 2. 1 and 2?
Yep.
Oh, 2 stage 2.
this will be another quick 2 levels. This will be another quick 2 bosses. aranq just doing a really good job of grabbing all of these really synergistic tiles with the generals, while Goose is rushing to clean up the last easy. And we only need 1 more tile, right? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Wait, can I not count? I can't count. We need 1 more now? Okay.
Is that 15?
It's 15 now.
5.
I couldn't count
5,
before,
9.
but
Okay. Yeah. I was like trying to count.
Alright.
That goal doesn't feel that fast when you're playing it, I feel like.
I feel like that's kind of the case with Avianos in general. Because, like, the one match I had with Roll earlier this season where I ended up having to reset, like, 50-something times, those 50-something resets still only took, like, 12 minutes. So, like, if you, like, know what you're looking for in Avianos, like, even when the game kind of screws you over with RNG, it's still pretty fast. I think it's just tough to want to subject yourself to that in the middle of a match when there's so many, like, quick skill-based things that you can do still. Yeah.
Goose is invading on this tactics square.
Yeah, this, honestly, I think she might have enough time to be able to sneak this out, because stage 2 of LFAT plus the bonus game, I guess I missed if we were getting tickets, but I assume we are if we're going for this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with no upgrades, means that your weapons are pretty weak here, and you also don't have the option, so these bosses end up taking a little while to kill. The trained...
Okay, you just mash really hard.
Yeah, but even with mashing, your, like, default weapon is pretty weak in Alphazar's hat, unfortunately. Because, like, aranq's mashing pretty hard there, honestly.
Yeah, I see. Well, actually, I think aranq is just doing.
Oh. Yeah, no, never mind. That's just
auto-fire,
holding
yeah.
it.
aranq's just doing auto fire. Save your fingers.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the difference isn't really that high. Like, it's high enough that it's, like, worth doing sometimes, but not all the time. Alright, and then the most cursed bonus game of all time. What is this layout? What is this layout?
What is happening?
What do you do?
even
What do
get,
you do?
like,
Can you...
what is
What?
going on.
What?
You can't even
What?
win.
What?
You can't even win.
Okay.
How do you
Okay.
can't even win that?
I was gonna mention that minigame is kind of cursed, but, like, what the hell was that?
I've never seen the Alphazar's hat bonus game like.
No, that minigame is, like,
Move
kind of
like that.
sneakily
That's-
trolly, because I've had a couple of
draw.
times where it's been,
It's
like,
not raw.
close to that, but that was maybe the worst I've ever seen.
Never seen that, man. That is diabolical.
Yeah, normally you either get, like, either or with the one-way path that you have to navigate and the lips that pop up out of nowhere. But that was vicious. And, like, in a speedrun race, it doesn't really make sense to grab a third
What level
ticket.
was that for? Okay, that was level 5.
Toots posted a really cursed one in the speedrun channel earlier today. I'm gonna have to make a clip of that one and link it, because that was, like, particularly fucked up. And this comes from someone who actually learned the Alphazar's Hat Gold Disc speedrun earlier this season, and did a lot of those bonus games along the way.
Does not have you win the game.
Yeah, so it looks like aranq is going to be able to grab this elf hat goal, but I think even if she immediately pops back into a tactics here, unless Goose happens to get, like, the worst tactics luck of her life, this should be a tactics snipe by Goose. And while it may only end up being like 1 point just because the rank does have a decent amount of a tactics progress can probably get war as bad, the mental damage of getting sniped on a game that's like definitely yours is also worth noting here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Goose is playing turbo aggressive.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm eating my words here. That is possible.
Yeah. This is such a scary thing, doing a goal that somebody else is good at, because you know you have to be there first.
Yeah. Alright, so Goose is in level 6. I don't know what level we're at for our rank.
I think aranq is on 3.
I feel like I've seen at least 3.
This is
Yeah.
4, I think. I don't know, I might be wrong.
We're about to find out, like right now.
No, we're not.
Nope, I couldn't even. Like, you mashed too fast, couldn't even see the
Okay, wait, this is level 5, so that...
I was gonna mention that exact same thing happened last time, but...
Slow down.
Alright. I mean, while Goose did have a pretty significant advantage with the time she's spent in this, I think aranq is also showing why it's very, very, very difficult to challenge her in the tactics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, aranq is like really good at tactics.
Yeah, aranq is like kind of, at least to my knowledge, far and away the best the tactics
Who's kind
player.
of struggling? Like they're kind of having a hard time on level 6.
Yeah.
I don't struggle like this on the tactics.
Sometimes the tactics can just be kind of mean. I tried to pick
It
up.
can just kind of be like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll take multiple tries.
Yeah, like sometimes it's like completely free and you just get the conga line right away. But one of, in my opinion, the most impressive runs of Cherry Rush last year was aranq doing the rank 200 match and going like 43-0 or something in her tactics matches while still speedrunning everything. Because this is an unbelievably hard game to be consistent at.
I think Goose finally got it. Yeah, Goose finally got it.
Alright, so Goose is on level 7, but I think aranq might be on level 7 soon here too. It's tough to tell.
Aranq is
Oh
on
yeah, we
level
are,
7.
because we're on the one
Aranq's on
flag
level
one.
7
Yep.
now, yeah.
And about to beat it, too.
Yep. Okay. So if aranq is able to pull off this snipe, I think just finishes off War is Bad and also snipes that, and that's going to be pretty tough. Definitely not like game ending or anything, but that's going to put Goose in a pretty tough position.
Various.
We do have
you
the
go.
conga line here, so just need to stay alive. Oh no, but we let the guy through. That sucks. That's pretty big. We're on level 7 still, but aranq is looking like she might have the conga line up top and down there. I feel like every time I watch aranq play a tactics, I just wish I could think that fast.
There you go, level 8.
Yeah, that's tough.
Slow
Sorry,
down.
Goose.
Goose is going to pivot to Faldorf.
Good call, because can at least pick up the Waldorf cherry and then go back and grab the Pingolf cherry for that other space. This will also block that row 2 bingo, which is honestly looking pretty scary, especially since you know aranq has a couple of games of 2 levels now. Especially if you also assume she stayed in for Seaside. Which I don't think she needed to, because there's a lot of really quick 2 levels games on this card.
So we do have our first hero. Looks like we're just gonna be able to walk on through, no problem. Actually, never mind that.
Yeah, I think it's going to take him out. So we're going to have to spawn in another one. Which I don't know if we're
we have
actually...
3 dudes coming in. We gotta
Look at the
careful.
doink him again. Doink,
Oh.
doink the pig
Well,
again.
there we
doink.
go. Now everybody died, so it's fine.
Everybody is dead. Merry Christmas, everyone dies.
Alright, there's the second hero. We just need to win this now. That bomber being right in front of that hero lane sucks. And then directly into an invincible grunt, that's tough placement on those heroes from a ring.
rough.
Meanwhile, for what it's worth, Goose has been flying through this Waldorf cherry. I've been keeping an eye on both, but just honestly incredibly clean Waldorf.
Get the shells.
Also, casual reminder once again, B1 pace has been absolutely ridiculous this season because we have 10 spaces marked off in 22 minutes and are about to get another 2 here.
You get Waldorf Cherry and you got slow down.
Hey Dom, remember when B tier took like 10 minutes to mark squares?
I actually wasn't in B tier season 1.
Oh. Oh, that's right, you were in C tier.
I went from C tier straight into the fucking washing machine of B1 season 2.
It's gonna be me next season.
Honestly, I think it's worth
I'm gonna
it.
go from being like C1 to B1 and then cry. Oh, that's if I actually like lock in. If I lock in hard enough, I might even get A tier.
Yeah, I think
I mean, if Dupe's an A tier, anything's possible.
there's a lot of opportunities to lock in over summer, especially with Underground Draft League, which I'll use this opportunity to promote.
Yo, underground.
Sign-ups are in the pin message.
Shameless plug.
Yep. We are out of fish and facing a pretty nasty headwind here.
This is evil. You
Yep.
got War is bad.
And
The double click.
yep, the tactics
Double click.
slow down into war is bad is pretty tough. Ooh, and we are gonna see the Waldorf.
No,
Okay,
we're
so
not seeing this.
we are
Oh
at
man, we don't want to see
yeah,
this.
we are at the point where this is looking pretty sketch for Goose. Like we have enough shells, that's not the issue, but
got shells.
we do not.
You've just
This is
got
gonna make it.
Yep,
to
we do not have a way
You have
to
one puffin
navigate
left. You
this
have
one.
To make this work. You have
just
to
gotta,
make
like-
this.
you just gotta
have to
full
make
send
this
it.
work. You have to have
Much
enough.
wind.
I think you're landing. I think you're landing.
Let it see. Let
Yep.
it see. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. What did you do?
Hey, I think you gotta launch back to this.
Try to hit that platform.
Yep.
Oh my God! Did you slide off?
Oh,
of
there's
it?
fish there.
fish.
Just hop up.
Fish.
And there's
We're
yep,
saved.
yep. Okay,
And the weather.
Okay.
vane, Yeah.
that's clutch.
Oh,
come
my
back.
God.
That's
Alright.
clutch.
Clutch. Now we full send.
You don't have to full send. You just.
You win now, right?
Oh, there's another fish.
Another
Okay,
fish,
that
right, GG,
that might
easy.
be.
Oh, it's so easy. Waldorf is the
Where you
easiest
going?
game in UFO 50
Nope,
confirmed.
you're already there.
Nope. Uh oh.
I said it's the easiest game. It's the easiest game, Goose. It's the easiest.
Goose.
No.
No!
It's
Where
the
are you getting
easiest
placed?
Game, Goose. It's the easiest game.
Okay. You have.
What do you do?
You have a beach ball. You have a beach ball. Okay.
Wait, what do you
We're
do with
just
the beach
scoping it
ball?
out.
You scout it out. Scout it out. No.
What do you do with the beach ball?
Where are you going?
You're
Uh
not
oh.
high enough.
No!
You're not high enough.
Oh, that's tragic.
My hands are in the air.
Uh, So, I guess to explain, since Goof asked, beach ball is basically just a free launch without having to worry about dying. So if Goose wanted to, she could have potentially thrown that up to try to get the angle directly into the thing.
My hands are up.
But yeah, that's tough. I imagine at this point, Goose would probably need to hop back into Porgy
God.
and get 4 fish eggs to block this.
That was brutal. I
Concession.
concede.
Mm.
You're getting a forfeit out of this? After that? Real?
Okay, Goose said concede real.
See, real? mean, okay. aranq is at
I don't.
8
This is definitely.
squares.
Yeah, this is definitely a situation where if you're Goose, this is a really, really hard game to win at this point. So I don't blame, especially with how tough some of those snipes went.
GG. No forward snipe.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, that ended up being
There were
a.
some really rough. There were some rough snipes that one.
Yeah, Goose actually was in a tactics for a decent amount of time before you hop back into it the second time. And I think just got hung up on, what was it, level 7 a little bit, the one with the 1 flags. Then you came roaring back from there. And then with that board presence, definitely an unfavorable situation for Goose to come back in, especially after that Waldorf cherry mishap. But definitely a good game by both players. I think everyone played really well this game. Just a little unfortunate to be on the receiving end of some of those snipes in the head-to-head races that kind of changed the board layout a bit, I think.
Yeah, it's also kind of a few tactics squares match.
Yeah, I was looking at the board ahead of time, and I thought that the tactic squares and the Porgy squares at least like somewhat balanced out to you guys like both having good games for you. But after seeing the tactic snipes and how much board presence you got off and working that off, I think yours were with the tactic squares definitely in a little bit more favorable of a spot to take advantage of that, especially with the seaside easy. And then the Bushido ball somehow rolling the exact same goal twice, basically. But yeah, GG's. So this means that finals will be Karma versus aranq, and third place match will be me versus Goose. I expect those sometime next week. I guess I don't exactly know when. Karma versus aranq will be a best of 3, so that one will be pretty fun. I guess let me know when that one gets scheduled, and I might be down to cast that and just cast your entire playoff run, I guess, aranq. But yeah, definitely well played by both, and even though the score was a little heavy in aranq's favor at the end, that was definitely a really close game, and I think had honestly the tactics gone any differently, that was setting up to be potentially a blackout with some pretty fun spaces, I would say.
Yeah, this was an insane board. You guys had crazy pace on it.
Yeah.
3 stars in stage C at Porgy. The fish eggs in Porgy. It's the killing the UFO in stage 3.
Yeah.
Seaside. The Lance and divers. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
yeah, this is it.
The game would have slowed down, I think, a little bit after this like secondary rush of spaces, but I think you both did a really good job of identifying the quick spaces that were on the board. And Goose definitely immediately identifying the really scary column 5 that I saw when I made this board. Because I think if aranq didn't go into pin golf exactly when you did, that could have potentially been a really scary column 5 push for that,
well,
too.
I know that Goose hates pin golf.
Yeah.
So I wasn't. So I just figured that was probably the right time to make sure she wouldn't.
But yeah, GG's to both. I'll have this posted on YouTube probably pretty soon. I can just make this highlight while I'm chilling on stream and stuff. But thank you both for playing. GG's again. Looking forward to seeing the finals of playoffs, as well as getting to play third place match. And yeah, I don't have too much more to say. Thank you for joining me on CoCast also, Dom and Goof.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. And one last reminder for anyone who's here for playoffs specifically, Underground Draft League signups are starting now through the end of finals next week. If you've ever wanted to play Draft League, or if you've ever wanted to play any other format that you and your opponent want to agree to in UFO 50 stuff, feel free to sign up with the Google Doc at the top of the link. We'll also be having an announcement for this, I would imagine, after A-tier playoffs are finished up. But once again, GG's to both. Thank you everyone for joining on the co-cast. And definitely a really fun game, and unfortunate the way some of those spaces broke out, but definitely well played by everyone.
Jeez.
Yeah. Alright.
Right.
Well, best of luck.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone.
Of luck.
Definitely looking
Yes,
forward to the end of
Also, Spoody vs. Cosmo League is still going on right now.
Yes.
It's still in game 2, so we can go watch that.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and give a shout out to Matt if y'all are here for bingo stuff specifically. Feel free to check out over there. I'm probably going to stay alive and just kind of work on some bingo stuff because I haven't actually practiced draft in a while, so I want to figure out what games I'm going to draft. But have fun over there. Definitely looks like another heater of a match, so yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll go ahead and disconnect from the call now, I guess. But once again, GG's to both. That was really fun.
Yep. GG's.
Okay.